Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and I hope that everyone is doing good. And in this video I will show you this vibrant fresh makeup look that's perfect for spring. So if you want to learn it all, then stay with me till the end of the video. But before we start, kindly hit the like and subscribe button to my channel to show support. So without further ado, let's get started. So before starting my makeup, I'll do skin prep, which is very important for a good makeup. And I'm using the hydrating mix from Clarins. It's really good. And then I'm using the hyaluronic acid serum. And it's very important to wet your skin or damp your skin before using hyaluronic acid serum so that it absorbs into your skin and give you that plump look. Then I'm locking it in with the Moisture Gel Hydrator from Clinique, and I'm concentrating more on the eyes and under the eyes, and I'm using the same gel all over my face. It's really crucial to lock your serums for a good skin. And because we are going for the dew look, so I'm using the Illuminating Primer from Vollare Cosmetics, a polish brand. And I'm using it on the high points of my face, like the cheekbones, where the light actually reflects, the inner corner of my eyes, on the bridge of the nose, the cupid's bow, and on the eyebrow as well. Now for the color correction, I am using two foundations to match, not to match, but a little bit darker than my skin tone. One is from Tarte and the other one is from Bourjois, and I'm mixing it together, like taking very little quantity of both of these, and now I'm using it in a very thin layer wherever I have discoloration on my face, on the cheek, to cover up the acne mark, and also it helps a little bit to cover up the discoloration on the acne scars. It's a really good technique if you do not have color corrector within your reach, or if you want to try something that's very light. And I'm also going to use it to cover my dark circles. The trick again is to use very thin quantity and then blend it gently. I prefer using my fingers because the best blending, in my opinion, it happens when you're using your fingers, and it actually gives a very natural skin-like appearance. And I'm using it on the chin, and I'm doing it a little bit the coat on the under eye again, and now I think it looks fine. For the eye shade, because we are going for the spring makeup, I have chosen a pink eye shade. It's a pastel pink eye shade from a small brand called Zay Beauty. And I've created a look before from this palette, and you can check out my video in the description box. It's a really pretty pastel pink eye shade, and again the trick is to use it in a very little quantity. And you can just see that I've used the eye shade on the lower side of my eyelid. Alright, and then I've blended it with a blending brush, so you know, more product or more eye shade does not go on the eyebrow, and that is the, you know, key thing that you have to keep in mind. And I've used the same eyeshadow on the lower lid as well. And now I'm using the Teddy Kajal Pencil from Essence Cosmetics, and I'm creating a wing with it. And I really like this Kajal pencil because it gives a very natural look to the eye. And I'm using a elongated line on the lower lid because it gives the appearance of a longer eye. So you can try that technique too if you want to make your eyes look more big. But then again you have to draw a very soft line, and I'm using the same brush that I've used it on my eyelid and blending those lines gently so that do not look very harsh and look very soft. And I'm using the highlighter, the concealer from, sorry, and I'm using the concealer from Wet n Wild. Okay, and I'm using it to give my face a facelift, like I always do on the usual areas. And I'm using it near the eyeliner to give it a very crisp look, and on my brow bone as well to make it look stand out, and on the laugh lines because I think that there was a bit of a discoloration over there. And I'm blending it gently with a beauty blender, and this beauty blender is not damp, so I'm pushing the product in my skin and using the same beauty blender blending the product all over my face so as to give a very nice smooth look to my face. I thought that I need it to do it really carefully near the eyes, so I used the mirror and I'm setting only those areas where I've used the concealer because I want to keep the whole face dewy, so I don't want to use more powder than necessary. And you can definitely use setting sprays, but I don't want to use setting sprays because I don't actually keep the makeup for long. I just do it for the sake of shooting, and that's it. And now I'm using this lip tint, and I'm going to show you two lipsticks, look. And this is the natural look, and I'm using the lip tint from Manna Kadar, and I have done their review of Sealed with a Kiss in a video, and you can see it in the description box. And I'm using the same lipstick on the cheekbones because I do not have a cream blush, very little, 3 dots, and I'm blending it with the beauty blender. And for the foundation, I have chosen the Miracle Pure foundation from Max Factor. It is a very good dewy foundation, but I don't recommend it to for you to use it every day. And for the review, you can go to my video, and the link is again in the description box. And like always, I am first initially using the foundation with my fingers because I want to give a very skin-like feel. And because this foundation is very light, that's why I have color corrected and use a concealer on my face. But if you do not want to do it, you can use it just like that. And although Max Factor says that it's a buildable coverage foundation, I believe that one coat is enough, especially if you have acne prone, oily skin. Because to be very frank, I don't think so it makes a lot of difference. Although I have to admit it does not make the skin look cakey even after multiple coats. And here you can see that I am blending the foundation in my skin with the beauty blender, and this time it's a damp beauty blender. So make sure to blend it really well because then it gives a very smooth skin like coverage. And don't forget the neck. You don't want the neck to be of different color. So yeah, that's the trick that you have to keep in mind. And you can see that the lip tint has lightened, and that's what I was trying to achieve. And now I am using a bronzer, and now I'm using a blush from MAC called Dilly Dolly, very beautiful, and I'm using it on the high points of my face. It's so beautiful. It is giving a really nice glow to my skin. And now I'm using the Maybelline Colossal Mascara, my usual, and I'm setting those areas where I've used the highlighter. And now this is the first look with a natural glossy lip, and I prefer this look with this bold pastel eye shade because I think it looks really pretty and natural. but I think it looks better if you are going for a subtle look and for daytime. If you really wanted glam, then I have the another look for you. You have to remove the excess lip gloss, and then I'm lining my lips with a lip liner from NYX. It's called Soft Spoken, really pretty. And the purpose of using a lip liner is that your lipstick don't bleed. For the lipstick, I'm using Feed the Senses from MAC, and this gives a very nice glam look. So this brings us to the end of our video, and I hope that you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed creating it. Spring is the season to embrace new beginnings, so keep on experimenting with makeup and pick up your brush right now. So if you want to learn more about it and purchase products that I've used in this tutorial, then you know what to do. Go to my website eyeshadowblogs.com and do read the blog as well. And until we meet again, take care of yourself. Love you guys. And ciao.